Before the sixth film, Pirates of the Caribbean was one of Disney's most popular franchises. Despite the fact that many reviewers despised its last installment, it still managed to gross over $790 million worldwide. Since 2003, the franchise has made over $4.5 billion. And the first three installments have been well received by both fans and reviewers. Many of you are probably aware that Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is now in development and will breathe fresh life into the series. But absolutely no one can deny that Johnny Depp's iconic performance of Captain Jack Sparrow is one of the things that helped make the Pirates of the Caribbean what it is. The bad news is that he is not coming back to the franchise. So who's going to replace him? And what will the story be like without our favorite pirate? Well, let's dive right in. Will Johnny Depp be in Pirates of the Caribbean 6? To put it simply, no. Not only will he not appear in the Pirates of the Caribbean 6, but he will also not appear in any further installments of the franchise. Johnny Depp declared this explicitly at one of his court hearings in the defamation case. According to Variety, Johnny Depp made his stance quite apparent during cross-examination by Heard's attorney Ben Rottenborn. Nothing on earth could persuade Depp to return to Disney and work on another Pirates of the Caribbean picture, even if they offered him $300 million and $1 million alpacas. Those were Depp's exact statements during his cross-examination. He's made it absolutely clear that he will never reprise his role as Jack Sparrow in any Pirates of the Caribbean film, no matter how much money is offered. Comes as no surprise, though, because production boss Sean Bailey announced that Depp's character was no longer a part of the franchise when he was removed. In an interview, he indicated that he wanted to bring in new energy and life into the business. Fans thought that he might return once the case was resolved, but it's now apparent that the actor won't return to the role. Depp has no desire to return to the franchise after Disney sacked him from Pirates 6, despite providing him with the chance to write the script for a dignified farewell to the legendary Jack Sparrow character. Why? Well, because Depp's heart was broken when he was fired from Pirates 6. After all, Depp's portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow was iconic, and he became the franchise's major selling point. So it's understandable. We're in full support of Johnny. Did you know Disney still sells things featuring Jack Sparrow's likeness, which makes the company a lot of money? Since Depp has declared that he will not return, even if Disney pays him a significant sum of money, Depp's fans are obviously outraged by Disney's decision, and there are even 2 fan petitions requesting that Johnny be brought back one way or the other. But if not him, who's going to carry the film on their back? Who's replacing Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean? There are reports that Disney is considering a Pirates remake now that Johnny Depp is no longer a part of the franchise. And the other script in the works features Margot Robbie, who might be leading the charge as the main character. Pirates fans will truly miss Depp and his depiction of Jack Sparrow. In any case, at the same time, they'll be hoping that Margot Robbie gives the series a fresh lease on life. To be honest, no one can replace Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, so it's likely that Disney decided against it and instead hired a different actor for a new story. They'll present a fresh cast of protagonists, including Margot Robbie, who's poised to play the lead role in the forthcoming film as an undisclosed character. The plot of Pirates 6 is unclear at this point, but according to producer Jerry Bruckheimer, 2 screenplays are now under development at Disney, one with Margot Robbie as the protagonist and the other without her. Before the lawsuits and the Amber Heard mess, Depp was actually considered for Pirates 6, but sadly, that's not going to happen now. Yes, we're talking about Margot Robbie. We are developing 2 pirate scripts, one with her, one without, Bruckheimer stated to the New York Times. This verifies the rumor that Margot might take over as the next star in Pirates. The Suicide Squad, Wolf of Wall Street, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood actress could undoubtedly be a wonderful match for this franchise, but still, she's no Johnny Depp. Aside from that, Kaya Scodelario, who starred in Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales, will reprise her role. She previously announced that she had signed a deal for a 6th installment of the film series, indicating that she'll definitely return. So Margot Robbie and Scodelario will most likely star in the next movie, with Brenton Thwaites, who played Will Turner's son Henry, probably returning. Apart from that, the Pirates 5 post-credit sequence hinted at the return of Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, and Bill Nighy. We'll get to that too in a bit, so stick around to the end so you don't miss out. Get your sea legs ready because the next installment is on the way. The films have caused quite a stir in the film business during the last 18 years. Since the first film, Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl, was released in 2003, fans all around the world have fallen in love with the disheveled and funny salt dog characters who have stolen both our hearts and each other's treasures. The sea of misinformation may be difficult to navigate when searching for a shred of truth about the production, especially with changes brewing and speculation flowing throughout the internet. But don't worry, because we've explored uncharted territory to bring you guys this video, which will lead you to all you need to know about Pirates of the Caribbean 6. So then, what should we expect from Pirates 6? What will the plot be? One of the more pressing topics for many has been whether or not Johnny Depp should be removed from the franchise, as he was from the Fantastic Beasts movies. Production head Sean Bailey stated in an interview that he wants to introduce new characters to the franchise, revealing that Depp's character is no longer a part of the plans they have laid out for the film series. While we don't anticipate the character to return physically, we do expect him to be mentioned in dialogue, since rumors of his totally fictional journeys, made up by Jack himself, traveled far and wide in the Pirates universe. If the speculations about Margot Robbie and Kaya Scodelario playing the key roles in the next film are accurate, we should anticipate a lot of female awesomeness. Pirates of the Caribbean is notorious for drawing inspiration from real-life pirate myths and legends, such as Blackbeard and the legendary Fountain of Youth. With 2 female stars in this new film, there's a chance the screenwriters will nod to the legend of Anne Bonny and Mary Read, the famed female pirate ballad. In the early 1700s, they were known as 2 of the most ferocious female pirates who led bold assaults on trading supply ships and fishing ships across the Caribbean. It would be amazing to see a reference to this female pirate legend if there were to be a couple of tough female buccaneers in Pirates of the Caribbean 6. According to legend, they are said to have been disguised as men for their safety and carried machetes in one hand and a pistol in the other. That's the pure definition of badass. It's also possible that Red, a red-headed female pirate character who appeared in the original amusement park ride, might make an appearance in the new lineup, though her character has already been modified as a prostitute named Scarlet who lives in the pirate stronghold of Tortuga. The new film might proceed to adapt more of her original narrative. Poseidon's trident is shattered in the last film of the franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, shattering all curses at sea and releasing Will from his sea-bound prison. Captain Barbossa gives his life in the final battle against Captain Salazar in order to save Henry and his daughter Karina. The scene hints at the cold-hearted, tentacly villain still being alive, despite the fact that he was thought to be dead. It's possible that the Flying Dutchman's disgraced commander will appear once again in this new film. When will Pirates 6 be released? There's no official release date yet, but the franchise's films have always been released in May or July. While we may speculate on the month in which the new picture will be released, the year is a different matter. We might have to wait even longer if the 6th picture follows the history of 4 years between the 3rd and 4th films and 6 years between the 4th and 5th. The film is still in pre-production, so there isn't a trailer yet either. Fans will be eagerly awaiting a glimpse into the redesigned Pirates of the Caribbean universe, with so much of the new storyline still veiled in secrecy. What we do know is that Disney will indeed be the production company once again because they hold the film's rights, but who will write and direct the picture, and that's still up for question. Deadpool's writing team, Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, left the project in 2019, with some reports claiming that the story was taken over by Ted Elliott, who wrote the first 4 Pirates films, and Craig Mazin, who wrote the 3rd and 4th Scary Movie films, as well as the 2nd and 3rd Hangover films. According to other sources, Birds of Prey writer Christina Hodson is taking over the screenplay for the 6th feature, with one report claiming that Hodson's concept is unrelated to the one that Elliott and Mazin are working on. If this is true, Pirates fans may be blessed with 2 pirate films, one following the progeny of the original protagonists, and the other telling a fresh story. The information is hazy, but we're hopeful of getting more details soon since the Amber Heard Johnny Depp defamation case is almost over. Who knows? Johnny might take Disney's role after all. To make sure you don't miss out, click the bell icon to be alerted whenever we make a new upload. So where is Pirates 6 filming? In terms of where the next film will be shot, no details have been published yet, but the bulk of the films take place or begin in ancient Port Royal. The port was a famed pirate refuge on Jamaica's North Shore, but because the original harbor was devastated in an earthquake in the 1800s, the movie was made in lovely St. Vincent, Jamaica, with extra shots taken in Kingston. Hawaii, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, and the actual port of Tortuga, which is now a part of Haiti and open to tourists, are just a few of the stunning tropical locations where the movie has been filmed. Regardless of whatever coast this new squad washes up on, the theme is likely to center on the famous pirate refuge ports. If you want to reminisce about all the Pirates movies in preparation for the new one, Disney Plus, the production company's streaming service, began screening its movies last year, so you can watch all the Pirates movies there. Pirates 6 might even debut on this platform, and you could gain access by subscribing to Disney Plus Premiere. And no, this is not a sponsorship, we're just helping you out. That's going to be it for today. Let us know what you're expecting to happen with Pirates 6 in the comments section below, and I'll talk with you soon.